So I was going through my collection the other day and I was cleaning it out and I was thinking to myself, man, there's a lot of fragrances that are the originals in their lines that don't get the respect that I feel like they deserve because they were written by the wayside, especially on the fragrance community due to better flankers or whatever it might be. So today in this video, I wanted to go through and talk to you guys about 5 original fragrances in their respective lines that are some of the biggest ones out there. We're going to stick with mostly designers here. And so I wanted to talk about some of the originals that I feel are super underrated and still deserve your respect. So without further ado, let's get it. What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. Make sure that you guys subscribe. Also like, comment, hit the bell if you want my videos sooner so that we can get straight into this. Again, I was cleaning out my collection a few weeks ago and I was thinking to myself, man, there are a lot of fragrances and I could have done the top 15, top 20, but I have 5 fragrances that I was going through and I was like, I don't wear them that much. And I should, because to be honest with you, they are up there with the best ones in the line. A lot of people just write these off and say that they are redundant to other ones in the line. Well, honestly, I'm going to look at them and I'm going to tell you that these ones still deserve your respect. They still smell great. They're still compliment pullers. They're still really nice or versatile depending on what fragrance they are. And I'm going to let you guys know why. Starting out with one that I honestly, myself, I put it on the back of my shelf and I didn't wear it very much. And while I understand the reasoning for it being pushed back and a lot of people not talking about it, was because there are other ones in the line like Lucky and Privé that came out that just kind of made this one redundant. But to me, I don't think that's 100% the case. I think it still has something to say for itself, that it still smells like itself. Nothing else in that line smells like it. This is Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. This is going to be your blood orange grapefruit, your citrus mixed together with your amber, your leather, your woods. This fragrance is known throughout the fragrance community and was, at one point in time, the most talked about fragrance in existence. And in the United States, I still haven't smelled it on another person. I know in Europe this was worn by pretty much everybody, but this fragrance is really nice. I mean, yes, it is more of like a younger person's fragrance, like the typical college guy fragrance on their bathroom counter getting ready to go to a party. But this fragrance still is really, it knocks people out of the park. Every time I wear it, my wife still says I smell good. It still has performance that is not lackluster, not amazing. It's just right in the middle. And for an original one in the line, it's still pretty good. Again, it is mostly focused around sweetness. It has that amber and that woods and the spice and the leather that really blend together in the dry down. And then you get a little bit of that blood orange and grapefruit in the opening. Overall, Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. It's one that you should still be wearing. One that I feel is definitely not going to be written off by most people that are not in the fragrance community, but the people I'm talking to in the fragrance community, I don't think anybody really ever talks about this one anymore. And I think that it should be. I think it's a really good fragrance. And now you can find it for like 40 bucks, which I think is great. So that's Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. The next one I'm going to get out of the way because you guys pretty much know I talk about this all the time. I talk about how great it is. It's the thing that started me into collecting a lot and starting my channel. This is Yves Saint Laurent YSL EDT. So I wear this the most out of any cologne in my collection. I've already went through 2 bottles this year because I wear it when I go to the gym. I wear it when I get out of the shower. It is my freshen, clean, time to freshen up and smell just clean. That's what it is. That's what the fragrance is used for. And I like the 2017 version because it's sweeter and more aldehydic than the 2022 version, but both of them are very good. Really, it's just the base DNA of the line with a little bit more aldehydes. It has that apple in there. Not as prevalent as what you get in the eau de parfum, but it's kind of just like a fresher, cleaner, less sweet version of the eau de parfum. It's a little bit more aromatic. It's where you get that geranium and clary sage mix that started the line. It started one of the biggest top 3 big blue lines out there. I mean, YSL EDT is great if you want to smell fresh, clean. It's a huge compliment puller. It smells great. So you can smell like a soap, but you'll also smell like fragrance. And so people will absolutely love the way you smell. You can't blind anybody with it. You could spray it 50 times. And while the 2017 version only lasts usually around 4 to 5 hours on your skin, I get a little bit more than that, and then on my clothes, it still lasts about a day. So the 2022 version is about an hour and a half more. But with that said, YSL EDT, fresh, clean, aromatic, a little bit sweet, out of Hiddick. Really, really nice, very versatile, absolutely love it. And the Le Parfum gets talked about a lot. The EDP gets talked about a lot. The EDP Intense now. I still think that that one deserves its notoriety. This one for sure, even though honestly a lot of the ones in this line smell completely like very, very, very similar, it has that nutty note that just, you know, that's from this line. This is Emporio Armani's Stronger With You, the original. So I honestly haven't worn this very much. And the next two fragrances are going to be very similar in what they offer as far as the line is concerned. A lot of people talk about the Stronger With You absolutely, Stronger With You intensely. That provides that either dark, boozy sweetness, or you get that really heavy vanilla mixed together with either the chestnut or woods or whatever it might be. Well, this one, it still has that nuttiness. It still has a little bit of that sweetness, that ambery backbone. It definitely has that, but then it has kind of like an aromatic tone, a little bit more of a freshness that you don't get in any of the other ones. This one is the Stronger With You, that if you don't want to wear the Only or the Freeze, you can wear this in pretty much any season. It's not going to blind anybody. It's not, I would say maybe stay away from the really hot days during the summer, but it's definitely cool for the night. Again, it says Stronger With You DNA mixed together, and it's, I mean, I know this is the Stronger With You, so technically this is the DNA, but most people, again, know absolutely and intensely. The original is just a fresher, more aromatic take with a little bit of spice in there as well. Really nice, but it still has the Stronger With You DNA. Still a very good fragrance, still has a little bit of that sweetness. But if you want something that's kind of middle of the road, neutral, has that aromatic freshness, this one's going to do it. It's not going to have the best performance. It's still going to be like 1 million, around 6 hours or so, 6 to 7 hours. But yeah, I really do like this fragrance. I tried it out and I wore it yesterday, and I think that you should definitely get it. Out of all of these, that might be the one that is the least thought about. Most people don't really talk about that one at all. So I think that people should start talking about it again. So going into this one is, again, very similar to what it does than Stronger With You, the original. This is Guerlain's Lhomme Ideal, the Eau de Toilette. The reason I'm saying it's in the same realm is because this one, a lot of people talk about the Extreme, the L'Intense, the Eau de Parfum, because they have either that plum or that cherry or the incense. Well, this one is very similar to the Stronger With You. It takes that base DNA that everybody knows from all of those fragrances, and it just adds in more of an aromatic freshness that you can't get in any of the other ones, that you can wear in pretty much any season. It's not super fresh, but it's more of a neutral, muted tone that you get that you don't get in any of the other ones in the line. It also dials down that powdery almond that you get from all of the other ones in the line pretty much, and it's mixed in and blended a lot better. I actually find this to be one of the best, if not the best one in the line for all season. Yes, the L'Intense and the Extreme are probably my favorite as far as wearability in specific seasons, but this one, I like this to be the best as far as whenever you want to wear it any single time. It's very versatile for the type of fragrance it is. Still has that almond, still has a little bit of that sweetness like the Stronger With You is. It's just instead of the nuttiness, this one's got, well, different type of nuttiness. That's why these two are very similar, not in the way they smell, but in the type of fragrance that they are. They are that nutty. So this one's chestnut, so it's a little bit more bold. It's a little bit sweeter. This one is more of that almond, and then you mix that together with a fresh aromatic, slight citrus tone with a little bit of spice. Both of them have that. And so I think that this one is great. I think you definitely need to get your nose on it if you haven't. And a lot of people don't even talk about it because they're so worried about talking about all the other ones. And one thing that I hear about all the other ones is they're very situational. Well, try this. This one isn't very situational. It's one that you can wear in a lot of different situations. It doesn't have that super powder heavy, not that class that you get from all the other ones that it feels like almost like a wedding scent. Yeah, I really like that. Going into the last one, I have mentioned this before on my channel. I prefer this over the one that everybody says smells like this. I don't think it smells like a clone of the one that the Eau de Parfum. This is Dolce & Gabbana, the one, Eau de Toilette. Everybody says the Eau de Parfum is pretty much the same, just better performance, even though the performance still sucks with both of them. I honestly think they do have the same, obviously, that ambery tobacco, but this is going to be lighter. It's going to be more intimate. It's going to be more calming. It's kind of like if you think of Banana Republic's tobacco and tonka bean and how it has that very calming sweetness. That's what this one has compared to the other one, the Eau de Parfum, which is more, it pushes out more. It has more of a intense richness. This one doesn't really have that. It is a little bit rich, yes, but the tobacco, the sweetness, the honey, the amber tone, all together mixed, you still have a freshness to it. It's still a little bit lighter. It's one that you can wear in pretty much any season. I wear it in the mornings almost every single day. I love this fragrance. And people don't talk about it anymore because they said the performance sucks. I honestly don't care. I mean, you get 3 to 4 hours out of it, then spray it again, or just wear it at night or wear it in the morning. It's just a really nice fragrance to smell, to be able to enjoy your scent. And I found that a lot of people like it. You can wear this to work. As far as a sweet fragrance, you can actually wear this one to work because it's not going to be too polarizing for anybody. Dolce & Gabbana the one is one that I feel people need to start putting back on the lists as far as what they're wearing. And just, I don't know. I think it's great. It might just be me, might not be me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you agree that some of these need to be brought up more, that they are not talked about enough in the fragrance community, that they are still, they still have that notoriety that these fragrances had when they first came out. Because, I mean, this started one of the biggest lines as far as sweetness and amber tones are concerned. This one is obviously like the Party Central fragrance. This one took Armani onto a new tier. This one started one of the biggest 3 blue lines. And then this one is a European exclusive, but it's fantastic fragrance. I mean, it was, the line is pretty much a European exclusive. Anyway, so let me know in the comments what you think, some of your favorites that you think aren't talked about enough. And again, I'll be back with another video. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.